What's good, Smoke Nation? Welcome back to Sideline Smoke Unfiltered. We got WNBA smoke to talk about from last night. And I'm starting with Seattle and Chicago because that game gives us something to talk about. Seattle beats Chicago 97-88. And let me tell y'all something. Sometimes a win is more than just a win. Seattle needed this one bad. And then we got Atlanta handling Toronto 107-95. So let's get into it because I got questions. So today we're gonna talk about the Storm first. The Storm and Chicago game. Storm beat Chicago 97-88. And after everything Seattle has been going through, this was a game they absolutely needed. But here's my question. Is this the beginning of something for Seattle, or did they just catch Chicago on the wrong night? Because that's what I want to know. You can't look at one win and suddenly say, oh yeah, Seattle is back. Nah, I need to see consistency. But I will give Seattle credit. Dominique continues to show why Seattle believes in her future, and the Storm are clearly building around young talent. And Malonga and Johnson are part of that bigger picture. And that's what makes this interesting. Seattle may not be where they want to be right now, but you can see the pieces they're trying to put together. Malonga's development and something I'm definitely watching because Malonga development is something I'm definitely watching because if she continues developing offense and defensively, Seattle could have themselves a problem for the rest of the league down the road. But Chicago has something explaining to do. You can't just walk into Seattle and let them control the game like that. So I'm asking Chicago fans, what happened? Like, what really happened? Was Seattle simply the better team that night? Or did Chicago beat themselves? So, I'm going to give y'all my smoke meter for that game. And I'm giving Seattle's win a 7 out of 10 on the smoke meter. Why? Because I'm not ready to call them back just yet. Not yet, y'all. Give me another couple games like this, and then we can have a different conversation. So, now we on to the Atlanta and Toronto game. Now let's talk Atlanta and Toronto. Atlanta gets the 107-95 victory over Toronto. And honestly, this is one of those games where Atlanta did what they were supposed to do. Toronto is an expansion team, still trying to figure everything out. Atlanta came in and took care of business. But I actually want to talk about Toronto for a second. Because even though they've been losing, you can still see the pieces that could become important. Marina Mabrey has been one of those players giving Toronto something to build around. And rookie Kiki Rice has also shown flashes. Toronto has lost several games in a row, but there are still reasons to believe this team can become much better with more chemistry and development. And that's the thing about expansion teams. You can't expect them to become contenders overnight. But you can ask, are we seeing enough to believe there's a future here? That's the question. And I'm gonna give y'all my little hot take on that too. So here's my hot take. Don't judge Seattle's season off one win, but don't ignore what happens either. That's the difference. If Seattle starts putting together competitive games and their young players continue developing, they suddenly, we're talking about a team that could be very interesting in the future. And Toronto, same thing. The record might be ugly right now, but expansion teams need time. You can't build a franchise overnight. So, that's my WNBA smoke from last night. Seattle gets the win over Chicago. Atlanta handles Toronto. And now I want to hear from the Smoke Nation. Was Seattle's win a real turning point? Or was it one good night? And what do you think about Toronto? Are they building something? Or do they have a long way to go? Drop it in the comments. This is Sideline Smoke Unfiltered. And we want the smoke. And with that, y'all, I got a little bit of something else to get into. Now, I know I said this is the Women's Sports Wednesday, but I gotta address something. This happened in Coach Monken's press conference. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to find this video and let y'all hear what the hell this motherfucker said. Alright, y'all, listen to this shit. So, it's Coach Monken's press conference. And I don't know who this reporter is asking this question, y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and play it real quick. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Listen to this. I'm gonna give my response too, but yeah, listen to this shit.
And you mentioned that Deshaun's getting better.
Hold on. What was that?
So that's what I'm asking.
I said Deshaun's better?
Were you saying that he's gotten better since?
Yeah, like I was saying, alright, y'all, so listen to this real quick. This is a little bit more of the same video, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it for y'all, and then I'm gonna let y'all know my opinion on the situation. Anyways, here it go. Let's go.
Years it's been, so there still is improvement there, right? When you haven't done something, even if you've done it relatively well or an elite level like he's done, and then there's a gap there, there's still improvement there. There's still.
I believe you're talking about Deshaun Watson, y'all.
Right? How do I get that back moving and processing and executing at a high level? So I just think there's still improvement there for him and for all of our quarterbacks.
Hey, Tom,
I knew it.
I'm in China's American asked that they're even Steven, and then you mentioned that Sean's getting better.
Hold on. What was that?
So that's what I'm asking. Were you
I
saying,
said Deshaun's better?
were you saying that he's gotten better since camp, or that he...
Knowing damn well he ain't say nothing about that. He I don't know what he been smoking or what, but it seemed like he this motherfucker, what's it, Dennis Schroeder, I think that's his name. He doing the most right now. Like, bro, you know damn well motherfucking ain't say nothing like that. Ignorant people, man. That's Cleveland media, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, I don't think I threw in there that he's better than Shador. I'm not sure I went that far, but I appreciate you trying to trap me in that shit.
I'm not.
I would just say
See, Coach, I already know he try to trap him in some bullshit. Call him out on it. That's what I'm talking about. Motherfucker. Try to say he said one thing when he didn't even come close to saying it. Now I'm about to play this clip, and this is what he actually said.
in general that they've all gotten better, and you've seen it. You guys are out there. You don't see the tape. That doesn't mean you see it, right? Did we look better? Yes. Were there a lot of reasons for that? Yes. End of installs. Some banged up defensive players, right? That helps that. You're gonna be able to function better, right? You just are. Our operation was better. Our cadence was better. For the ones we jumped off sides, we got the defense to jump, which is part of it. Those are all little pieces that you just keep trying to stack. And I thought both played really well. I mean, after the first series that Deshaun went, Shador went in there and held a glance, ripped 3 or 4 throws and was confident. Had a good base underneath and got the ball out. Like it was fun to watch.
You see, they try to make him pick and choose between Shador and Deshaun Watson, and ain't no good coach goes just pick one side. They ain't go single the other man out like y'all trying to do. Have Shador the odd man out. Now, if I'm not mistaken, last time he was in, but that being said, y'all, I got another video. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. Now, this video, hold on real quick. This video, yeah. Just listen to the reaction to Shador Sanders. That young man is loved in the city of Cleveland. Oh, and don't let them don't let them mess around and get us to the playoffs. Oh, oh boy. Listen, if that happens, there's gonna be a lot of the salty crackers. And I don't mean in that in a racial slur. I mean a bunch of salty motherfuckers. Let me tell you. Lovely. Making sure that we out here dominating. Listen, we got our coach we wanted. We got our quarterback we wanted. We got some good young talent at the wide receiver position. We still working a little bit more on the offense, but we got the receivers. Cause Denzel Boston, he been showing out. And KC Concepcion, listen. Listen. Boy, it's gonna be a hell of a season. And I cannot wait. That being said, y'all, I hope y'all enjoy the new segment, Women's Sports Wednesdays. And this will be happening every Wednesday. It is a set segment, y'all, to show support and love to the women. So with that being said, y'all, it's your host, Kurt. I'll see y'all next, what was that, Saturday? For another episode. And then, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Be one of those ones when you can say you've been there since the first of it. So you don't gotta be hopping on the train late. So, with all that said, this is Women's Sports Wednesdays and Sideline Smoke Unfiltered. This is a new segment. Y'all ladies, tell me how y'all like it. If y'all love it, if y'all hate it. Write it in the comments. Let me know. So, this is a story about a woman, y'all. It's called She Kept Going. So there was a woman who kept getting knocked down. Every time she thought she had finally found her way, life gave her another reason to quit. People told her, maybe this just isn't you. This isn't just for you. But she kept going. Not because she wasn't tired. Not because she didn't hurt. She kept going because she knew something other people didn't. Her struggle wasn't the end of her story. One day, the same people who watched her struggle started watching her win. And then they asked, how did you do it? She smiled and said, I stopped letting my worst days convince me that I couldn't have better ones. And that's the message I want to leave with y'all tonight. Never underestimate a woman who decides she's not giving up. Because sometimes the strongest person in the room isn't the loudest. Sometimes she's the one who been through hell and still found a reason to keep going. So to every woman listening right now, keep going. Your story ain't over. This is the Sideline Smoke Unfiltered. And remember, we want the smoke. Shout out, ladies.